Wild love. A little bit of fallout ball. Excuse me. Now right now I got things to do. I got things to do. Every once in a while, a little bit of fallout foam. All right, come here. That's it. That's it. Hey, hey, sit. Good girl. Mr. Bigglesworth. Off the squat, Mr. Bigglesworth. Pop a squat then, Mr. Bigglesworth. We've got people to entertain. Wake up, we've got people to talk to. Tell them we got things to say. Oh, we got something to say. Oh, I'm thinking about jumping. Oh, I'm thinking about jumping. Say it. Tell them all. I'm thinking about jumping. Say hi to everybody. Hello, everybody. Sam, what's up? Cindy. Cooper, the Dad DeLorean. Good evening. We're gonna have some real talk. Ryan, what's up? I figured there's no better way to spend day 750 than having a little real talk. Something we don't often do nowadays because everything's so hyper focused on just getting the streams done, you know? Tell the people what you're thinking. All right. All right. What are you looking at? Hey, right here. A helicopter dog. Show them how nice and white the teeth are. Show them that nice white teeth. How do you keep your teeth so white? Are you okay? Are you just tired from the dog park today? Thomas M, Lisa Kim, good evening. All right, I'm gonna let you go now. Ready? Good jump. Good hop. Quality hop. I got things I gotta get off my chest. You ready? Here we go. Commencing real talk. It's not gonna be long stream because I want to let people go back and watch. I was thinking a lot today about doing this journey that I've been on. 750 days of doing anything at all is insane, in my opinion. I don't recommend it. First of all, let's start at the top. How am I feeling? Tom, how you feel at 750 days? Well, let me tell you, how do I feel is I'm exhausted. I'm literally so burnt out on this. There's a part of me that wants to stop today, right? Have it be 750 days I did it. But the 1,000 is this thing in my mind that if I were to hit it, I would feel good. 1,250 days, 1,500 days, 1,750 days, 2,000 days, and none of it sounds as good. It was either 500 or 1,000. And day 500 basically sealed in stone that it was going the distance, because it was a crazy day where I really had to take a step back completely. So in honor of that being 250 days ago, I figured I'd have a little real talk with you guys. So obviously we're going to close out this adventure and we're going to do it as strong as I possibly can. I did do a few days in the parks this week. Don't forget that Hollywood night, we wrote about 5 things. No fast pass needed. Lightning lane. We lightning laned Epcot, you know, coming on the back side of everybody's generosity last weekend. Had a huge day over there. And then there was, I mean, as you guys know, I had a crazy day yesterday. And honestly, again, I got up today and I thought to myself, you know, I could book a reservation, go over to Disney Springs. I could go to a resort, me and Ari. Like, then it's harder to stream. I want to focus on the stream. Day 750, I want it to be different than all the other days, at least a little bit. And like, no matter what I thought of, I'm like, it's all going to be the same. I said, so what if I just got real with everybody and just talk to you guys? There have been days where I have not wanted to do this. There have been days where I did not want to hit this button. I just thought to myself, I'm over this. I've got nothing to provide to these folks today. What could I give them? Because I don't even know what I've got. Every day I'm not ready to put on a show, right? Like every single day, some type of a show. And some nights, even if that just means we're making a coffee, having a salad, and doing some impressions like last night, that's still, you know, it's just something that I have to do every day. It lurks in my mind until it's done. Having said that part of it, moving forward, I think what would be ideal would be to start getting out of the house around 11 o'clock and getting over to the parks for like that 11:30 noon time of day and streaming until like 4:35, hitting the road. It'll be good for her too, because I'll be able to get her to the dog park every day, which is something she likes. And there's a part of me that's thinking to myself, the summer's coming. It was hot today, even at the dog park for an hour. I mean, I sat in the shade. I brought some water with me. I, you know, listened to something that was like some Star Wars stuff that was like at 45 minutes, so I knew how long I'd be in there. And I just tried to kind of like think about, man, if I was out in the park right now around all those people with the gimbal and the backpack, all the sweat that'd be pouring off me, not sitting in the shade. It was like a warm ass day. Summer's coming. 90-degree weather is here every day. And so that makes me want to stream at night. But the problem with streaming at night is, again, I just have this thing about I feel guilty that she's kind of here. Even though she doesn't seem to mind, as long as I can get into some kind of swing of things. I think what sucks is that if I could get it done early in the day, the stream, I would always feel like I had some part of the second half of the day available. Get into whatever I wanted to. Start playing some game and not be like, oh, it's been 2 hours, I gotta jump in the stream. Like go see a movie, not be like, oh, I'm gonna get out at 9:30, 10 o'clock and I'm gonna have to load stream. It's like, if I could do it during the day, it frees up this whole nighttime thing. I like to call Jenna at night, you know, spend some time talking to her when she's not here. There's a lot of pressure to do. It's not a lot of stuff to do, but there's a pressure to do these things that it's starting to wear on me. It has destroyed. Let's have some other real talk. Hi Candace, how you doing? Matt H, Brian, good evening friends. Make sure you're all hitting the like button. Just kind of put me down, listen to me for a little bit while you're cooking your dinner, whatever you're doing, having a little real talk. This has destroyed my YouTube channel, this journey, going on this journey. it worked okay at first, but it never was as good as when I streamed sporadically and there was more growth. People weren't overwhelmed with the fact that like I streamed every day, notification every day. Oh, I thought I subscribed to a Disney channel. This guy's cooking steaks for a month. I thought I subscribed to a Disney channel. He went to Disney 2 days this week. It was better when I was just like, those are the 2 days that I felt like going to Disney. So I was there and I would stream. It was kind of like this, you know, and I felt better about it too because I hadn't seen people in a couple of days. People hadn't seen me in a couple of days. We could catch up on things. Oh, how was your week, Tom? It was good. This is what I did. How was your guys' week? Let's chat. Even if it was 3 times a week, it gave me a buffer. You were live streaming earlier and no one was in your chat, so you said screw it and you ended it. Yeah. I like that you go live all the time, man. I think that's cool. And sometimes it's going to be hard to get people in there because, again, on a day like today, I could hit the camera, I could hit the button here and just kind of start talking. I have something to say today. I sat around today at the dog park here at the house. I, you know, went and got some Publix. I cleaned out the pool. I've been just kind of in my own head. At one point I was laying down at the dog park staring up through this tree. It was a beautiful day. Like, it was so nice. I was thinking, remember the days back before people had phones and the internet, and this is like what you do for leisure time, is just go outside and listen to the birds and stare up into the trees. And that's when I realized, I said, I need to go home and just let everybody know a little bit about how I've been feeling. Why people have probably been like, oh, sometimes I get messages, Tom, you weren't your so happy-go-lucky self today there. I'm like, yeah, because honestly, I didn't even really want to be streaming. I'm not that I wouldn't ever do something that I genuinely didn't want to do. I wouldn't force myself. There's still a part of me that wants to hit that goal, and to hit that goal means that even in the days where I don't want to, I need to. Because that goal will mean more to me than the days that I didn't feel like doing it. It's very... You have to know yourself well enough to know where you stand in these kind of things. Not streaming, not live streaming. You need to know where you stand when you're trying to accomplish a goal like that, which is tremendous. And even if it's detrimental to you and you feel like it's a big reason, think about like some days where I'm like, man, like I would love to just go out there and like jump into Tanya's stream or jump into Pat's stream or, you know, just go out there with the vlog, and then there's just pressure every time of like, well, if you're going to the park, you know, you stream from home 3 days this week. What about your park? You're not going to stream that for the people. And then I go and I have 40 people watching, and I have more people watching me do this. So it's like, it's this quagmire that I've buried myself in. And at the end of the day, I need to just not care, keep pushing forward. That's what I'm doing. Don't worry about me. I'm not having this real talk because I need to, unlike some of the other ones. I'm having it more for the sake of explaining myself with 250 days left to go. You might not see me in the parks more than 2 days a week. You might not see me in the park more than 1 day a week. There might be weeks coming up where I don't go to the park at all. I will always be live. I will always try to do my absolute best to provide some kind of entertainment that day, whether it's like a food cooking thing, an Ari stream, the fish tank setup stuff that we did last year, Legos every once in a while when I bring them over onto this side when they fit the channel. Other types of adventures, you know, like back when we started doing the outside adventures, I would take that drive every Tuesday. You guys helped me take that drive every Tuesday. We used to go down to Starbucks and Chick-fil-A like every other day, go to the fish store to check it out before we got the tank ramped up. It was like, we've done so many things in the 750 days in a row that if I were to look back, it makes it easy to look forward. I can say, a lot of that seems like it just happened. If you told me, Tom, the Velocicoaster opening with Pat, I would think, honestly, I feel like that was last year. But it was really like 2.5 years ago almost. It was a long time ago. So it feels long in that it's wearing on me, but it feels short in that I know I can do it, and it's not something that is unattainable. I mean, I really thought it was just going to be the first year. I really did, but when I hit that first year, I was just like, oh, it just doesn't feel right, you know? And I wasn't out of the woods on why I'd started doing it in the first place. Pertaining to the last Real Talk that ever got shot on the channel, I was going through some stuff, you know what I mean? Like, I was dealing with a crazy, crazy person who's trying to ruin my park days all the time. Like, to be live was such a deterrent and a preventative measure that it helped me. And when I hit the year, I said, I'm not out of these woods yet. And even when I got out of those woods, it was like, well, it's only X amount of time to 500. And then when I hit 500, it was such a weird day that I was like, well, I couldn't stop today. So it was just kind of... I still need to make the Portuguese sausage recipe you made. Oh, linguiça with a Vidalia onion. You chop up that Vidalia onion super nice, get that linguiça going like super good, and then just use all that juice, throw the onion in there, and just start to like caramelize all that onion up. Put it all back in and warm it up at the same time, and like just throw it on whatever the hell you want. That's been fun too. Cooking has been a fun part of all this. I hadn't made a lot of these things that I've made. The steaks that people regularly come up to me and say, Tom, I made my husband your steak. He thought it was the best steak ever. Thank you so much. Oh, Tom, I was grilling. I grill your steak for the family all the time. Oh, Tom, we made your cheeseburger or egg rolls. They're way better than the park ones. We never get those. Those compliments, I like those just as much as somebody coming up to me and saying, Tom, I watch your channel. Thanks so much, for all you do. I mean, I like that just as much. Nobody's ever really come up to me and been like, yeah, man, the Lego is like, Polly Steve, a couple people really dig the Lego, but not that random come up. And so that's why I think the cooking has been fun. Especially because it's just for one or two people. Oh, yeah. And I think that's a thing that most people, when they watch, like, a lot of these Susie Homemaker, I don't know if that's an offensive term anymore. If it is, I apologize. A lot of those kind of chicks who are at-home, stay-at-home housemakers, they are always cooking for, like, what seems like 4 or 5 people. And that's a lot of food. So you have to, like, think about, if I'm cooking, how could you make my steak for 4 or 5 people? It'd be very hard. You'd need multiple cast iron pans. You need to be on it. It would not be easy. So I like cooking for myself, and usually the egg rolls are the only thing. The spring rolls, you can just like ramp that recipe up or down as much as you want, because you can just make as much of the filling as you want. I mean, there have been times where I made the filling, rolled half, waited a little while, froze the filling, rethawed it out, made it again. They haven't been as good, so I try to make it fresh. There'll be plenty more cooking streams. It's not like that stuff's definitely not going to end. I enjoy the cooking stuff too much, and it's something that I have to do every day, right? That's the nice part about the cooking stream is like, every day I got to eat. You've got to eat. So if I've got to eat, I might as well try to incorporate that into this adventure, because there's a possibility what I'm making that night might get somebody inspired. It might influence somebody like, oh man, Tom ate Chick-fil-A, I'm gonna go get Chick-fil-A. I used to have that feeling all the time. I'd be watching something, somebody eat a McDonald's cheeseburger, I'd be like, oh, I gotta get one. I think that's a part of, some people can't figure out what they want, and then they see it on the stream or whatever. Even that little bit of help, whatever it can do for somebody, just the idea of I gotta eat anyway, so I might as well stream when we're doing that. I need spring rolls, just not at Disney price. Well, as I said to Pat yesterday on his stream, Disney's food is just overpriced in general. It always is, it has been. It comes with the turf. It's like, if you want to eat spring rolls and be able to look at that castle at the same time, you got to pay the money. They don't have the no castle view option. That's what you get here at the house, the no castle view option. That's why it's cheaper. Anyway, if you guys can, hit the like button. I'm not going to go super long tonight. Josh and Jenna will be live from the resort, the Disney World Resort tonight. So I want everybody to be able to enjoy their Friday night lives with Josh and Jenna. Decided to do this at this time for that exact reason. Suzanne, hello. Clara, yes, I will be in the parks at least once a month. Don't worry. At least once a month, yes, I will be in the parks, I promise. Naomi, how are you? Oh. So anyway, in recapping, basically what I want to say, it's been a long adventure. I feel very good about getting to the 1,000 days. I appreciate you all for coming along with me. I'm sorry I haven't always been the best version of myself every single day. It's not easy to do this every single day. Whether it's from the park, my car, at this chair, or anywhere in between, to hit this button every single day has worn down on me. In a very much like that Jedi mentality, I feel like I'm weathering a storm. I'm just trying to sit in my little force bubble and let the rocks just hit it, and I'm just like, this will be over, because I see the light at the end of the tunnel. So I'm just trying to keep the force bubble open, like I'm just trying to keep the force bubble closed. In 1,000 days, we can reopen it. I can kind of come out of my shell a little bit. That locked up place where I am, where I'm kind of like, very much so like on a mission. I am on a mission right now. When I get off of that mission, I think you'll see a rekindling of what a lot of people probably enjoy. Not about me, about watching people stream. You want to watch the person that's streaming have enthusiasm towards what they're doing. You don't want it to feel like it's something they're doing just because they're doing it, which is all too often the case with streaming. If you go on YouTube and you look at everybody that's got like 30 people watching them or less, even including me on those types of days, or even today if I wasn't prepared to have a conversation with basically myself, you will see a lackluster enthusiasm. And then every once in a while you'll come across a guy who's got 2 people watching him and he's just so jacked about it. And it's because he waits for those times where he wants to do it and he's excited. You can't ever get here on time. You're cool, man. You're fine. I was just doing a recap anyway of what I was trying to say. I am a Jedi in the bubble of trying to weather the storm of 1,000 days. As it's progressed, it has become harder. I feel like there's more stuff bouncing off the thing. There's some days where I don't want to be doing the, fighting the storm. I could just let it go and just get taken away with it. Instead, I want to stay on course, get to the end, and try my best to stay positive. Again, I know that I'm not the best version of myself currently. Some days you'll see it, where I'm with Jenna, Mike, and Lisa. I got a little catalyst for it. By myself, unless something unique is going on, I can't usually find that, like, spark of, God, I'd love to go and do this today. Carl, how are you? Thanks for keep being you, bro. Thanks for that spring roll recipe. I could write it down for you if you need it. I could write that thing down for you. At the end of the 1,000 days, there won't be any question of if we're stopping or not, because 1,001 days, 1,200 days, 1,500 days, 2,000 days, nothing sounds as good. The only thing that would be good after 1,000 would be if you were like, I streamed for 5,000 days. Then you'd be like, what? But other than that, so I got the number is the number. I don't have to think about it. I know that when that day comes, I will be okay with it. We will do something that day very similar, I would assume, to whatever the first day was, which is Universal. First of all, it won't happen at Disney. As I've said forever, the 1,000th stream will not happen at Disney. I hope that Pat can join me for it because he was there for the first one. I hope that, really, it can be a day of, like, just it'll be, in a lot of ways, I'm sure it'll be emotional, because I don't know if I'll ever do, I mean, even if, say, like, one day I got 100,000 subscribers, say one day it happened, right? And they sent me the plaque. Say it happened. 10 years from now, whatever. Say it happened. Will I feel like that was as great an accomplishment as the 1,000-day stream? Probably. But until something like that, I won't have any other... There's nothing in between any of that that's going to feel as gratifying. And then honestly, I'm going to just get back to vlogging. I miss it. I miss having the camera in my hand. I miss having a story to tell and like telling a story. I miss being able to sit around the parks and like look at things in a different way and not have to pay attention to the thousands of people that are walking into me, having to keep one eye on my stream or one eye up on the road. Not thinking to myself, well, I could go get in the line for Haunted Mansion or I could get in the line for Frozen. But as I'm standing in there, there's going to be a bunch of people just looking at me because I have to stream up the whole time. If I have the camera and you're looking at me, I can stare back at you and be like, what are you looking at me for? If I have the stream and you're staring me down, it's like awkward because I know what I'm doing is extra. So what's been terrible about this in a lot of ways, and this is again more of the real talk side of it, this is my personal experience, and I would have to talk to other people about how they've felt about their experience, right? But I can tell you that when I started doing this, when I had the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people watching me, either one of two things was going on. The more likely and logical is that I was too into the stream to care about what was going on around me, so that I didn't notice the amount of constant eyes I have on me and people talking about what I'm doing. It's insane. Either I wasn't caring, noticed, who knows, or somehow through the course of it all, as I have gone on this journey and things have become less, I mean, YouTube pissed off at me, right? It almost seems like the rest of the universe is pissed off at me too. It's like now everybody wants to pick fights with me at Disney. Now everybody wants to stand in my camera. Everybody wants to push and run into me. Why didn't I have that problem when I was vlogging? When I first started streaming, I did have one guy, but other than him, it was a pretty fit. Why has it all, you know? I don't know how to explain it other than I think that back in the day I was just so into what I was doing with the stream that I wasn't as aware. Although I could talk to other people and maybe they'll tell me the same thing. They feel like as it's gone on, it has become harder to walk, harder to do whatever. Are the parks just busier in general? I don't know. I mean, even days where I'm there and I'm not streaming with Jenna, Mike, and Lisa, I feel like it is busy. You know, not this week. It calmed down a little bit this week, but I don't know. I do know that if you were to put that big camera back in my hands instead of the streaming rig, that will go away. And I will be able to get back to focusing on the fact that it's not hard to walk around, that people aren't in my way because I'm the one creating where I'm going, what I'm doing, all in my head without another thing to think about. My brain will not be overridden by the stream. It will be able to just process, go walk, take the shots, come home. Now here's the thing, is it's not like I'm not gonna stream anymore. I'm obviously gonna stream. I have to stream. I want to stream. Really, what I would like to do is once the 1,000 days ends, I would like to still stream pretty much at a 3-day-a-week thing, and I would like to do those from the parks because I feel like I won't be as overwhelmed having those other days to do whatever the hell I want. We'll see how it rolls. First, we got to get to the end. But I do know that the vlogs come back and that the streams don't go anywhere. Those two things I know. In what capacity does that exist? Does that mean there's one vlog a week, one vlog a month? Does that mean there's 2 streams a week, 3 streams a week? Are there weeks where I do feel like going again and just trying to go stream the whole week? You know, I don't know what'll happen. At that point, I'm going to go with the damn flow, which is why I did this in the first place. That is being the most top of the mountain for this real talk. The reason I started this channel was because I was sick of working on a job where I had to do it every day. There was pressure. The freedom to have flip-flops on every day and have this ridiculous tan line, to have this crazy hair, to have days where I said, F this, I don't want to do a damn thing besides sit here and play Call of Duty all day. That's what I started the channel for. I've gotten that freedom, but also putting myself under the exact thing that I didn't want to have, of pressure. I did it to myself because, again, I think sometimes when you get comfortable in life, it's important to do something to rock your world. And my world was getting rocked so much when all this began that it only felt natural to just do something so outside of the box, you know. And this year's been a big year in terms of the past 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, 9 months, 12 months have been big. I mean, meeting Jenna, having Jenna become a huge part of my life, getting Ari. Those were 2 huge additions to my life, you know. You play Call of Duty as well? Who doesn't, right? When you went to a bunch of the restaurants at Disney Springs during COVID, yep, that was some of your favorite vlogs. Thank you. I watched back a lot of that. That was the Disney Springs like food series week. A lot of that's really fun B-roll, and it was like you could see that I was excited to get back to the parks and eat. And I mean, really running back the vlogs last week or the week before during the streams just showed me just how different things are. I mean, really. I love Disney, but what a different vibe the daily streams are than that. It's like 2 different iterations of the channel, which is good. It's good to just change and go back and then change again. I mean, who's my hero on all this, right? Who's my platform hero? It's if you watch PewDiePie's videos over the years, they were one thing, then they were another thing, then they were another thing. Back when he even wasn't popular. And the guy, look at Mr. Beast. Like, look at a guy like that who's his who he was versus what he then was, and then was, and then was, and then was, and then. It's good to just work at different things. You never know. Like, if I hadn't tried the 1,000 days, how do I know? Maybe it could have picked up and it could have became this huge deal. But it didn't. It doesn't mean that I have to stop, you know. It just means that the next thing I have to do has to be more familiar. Get back to that. What am I good at? And then trying to mix it up again. And hoping that there is like a way that I can, yeah. Anyway. There's a lot to be said. The one thing I wanted to say, again, the top of the mountain, was that I got the YouTube channel to get free, and I put myself under a pressure every day to do something. It's counterintuitive. I've got a force bubble around me. I'm trying to fight that storm of questioning myself, the daily grind of it all. Whatever it is that's coming at me, I'm trying to keep this storm at bay for the next 250 days. And at that point, ladies and gentlemen, we are free and accomplished. It's like gonna be like graduating, a freedom and accomplishment all in the same moment. And we get to go on and do whatever it is that's going to come next. But we've still got 250 entire days before that happens, so let's not get ahead of ourselves. I want to say thank you to, and again, I don't want to get very specific, but there are a few names that I do need to kind of call out here at the end of the stream who have helped us get to this point. I want to say without these people, we would not have hit the 750 days, okay? And those are a very tight group of people. And then there's a laundry list of people I have to thank after that who help support the adventures. Without these people, these streams wouldn't have happened every single day. Number one, I've got to thank Pat. Pat was the person that did the daily stuff. Even with breaks, he'd have 20 plus days in a row sometimes. And he might, I don't know what his record was, you know, but he was a catalyst for me to think, you know, streaming 100% of the time. And even though he wouldn't have told me that, his advice to me would have been the opposite. He would have never told me to do what I did, because he would have known that it would have destroyed my channel. He would have done more of what he's done, the smart way. But he helped me get through that first chunk of when all this was a real nightmare. Especially when my life was upside down too. So 100%, we have to thank Pat. Up next, right after Pat, has to be Mike and Lisa. Mike and Lisa have come down 3 or 4 times during this adventure, stayed here, stayed on Disney property. I mean, we've had great adventures, and they've helped me do things that I would have not been able to do otherwise. And certainly there were days where I wouldn't have been able to really put on the show if it hadn't been for them saying, you know, here's that extra motivation to do so. Right? Jenna needs to get a huge shout out, even though she's been a tight part of this last part. She has been crucial to me refinding what it is I like about being at Disney in the first place, right? I like seeing Disney World through a new set of eyes. So going on these journeys with her, seeing it for the first time has inspired me to have some of my favorite streams that we've had in the past, probably since day 500, right? And I was talking to Jenna back then. But since that, some of my favorite streams have been with Mike and Lisa and Jenna, 100%. Some of my favorites. After that core unit of people who I consider all those people family more than I do friends or chat members or any of that. Those people are my literal, like, they are my, if I had a tribe of people, they would be like, so I also want to give a huge shout out to everybody who constantly helps support this channel. And I feel like I'm at the moment where you're going to give a speech and you feel bad, you're going to leave somebody off. But I will try my best to do this in an order that is off the cuff and natural for me. I need to give a huge shout out to Jeff and to Molly. Jeff and Molly are constantly supporting this adventure. They helped me get on Guardians during their preview. They were thoughtful enough to invite us to that. They were thoughtful enough to get us a meal one night at Sand and Hell during one of the streams. Outside of just that, Jeff has just been a cool guy. He calls us out when we do funny things. He is a good mod in the fact that he is active in the mod chat, but not one of these people that, and again, I love all of you the same, but doesn't overwhelm me with like constant feedback, right? He's somebody that, regardless of how often I talk to him, I know the feedback's going to be good and it's going to be concise. I respect Jeff, and I think that in an outside of Disney situation, we would get along. Molly is a fantastic person. You're so lucky that you guys found each other. I want to give a huge shout out to Lori. Lori, again, for the support that she gives us, it's tremendous. She's a fixed income, doesn't have the whole world at her fingertips by any means, and not only keeps an eye on the chat, not only is here every day, but says hi to people when they come in, is active in that way, always shares my stream out on Facebook. She might get 1 or 2 likes on it. Most people are like, who the hell is this guy, right? She just stays consistent. Pierce, talk about consistency, is literally the king of consistency. Pierce has probably, as a single person outside of those core people I mentioned, done more for this channel than anybody as an individual. I mean, I can't begin to thank him enough. As this is a publicly sourced, crowd-funded channel, without people like Pierce, we would not be able to do this. Without people like Galen, without people like Jim L, Polly Steve A, also my buddy Scuba Steve, Clan of Steves, right? What would we be able without people like Elizabeth, without people like Courtney? What about the people that are the mod squads, the Anthony the Molar Mans, the KPs, you know, the Cheryls, the people that come in and have helped support this channel for years now, right? What about them? The support is essential to this having happened for as long as it has. I mean, think about Casey. Jason and Grace haven't been watching us for as long as some of these people I've mentioned. But some of their generosity, the moments of generosity, have been some of the biggest singular moments of generosity we've ever had. This is the type of thing that fuels this adventure. Whether you respect the adventure or not, whether some of its days haven't been your days, I'm sorry for that. I wish there could have been a perfect day every day for all of you. When there was hundreds of us at Universal when this began, it was fun. When there was hundreds and hundreds of us at Disney when this first began, that was fun. When it ramped down to me having to take care of a lot of my personal stuff and losing my spark post after the 50th anniversary started and these crowds came and I began getting in this quagmire. The people that have stayed through all that, those are who I need to thank. Because the people that just ran off immediately when they were like, oh, so this isn't always going to be a theme park show, Some days I'm going to have to listen to this guy talk for an hour, or I'm going to have to watch him wash his dishes, or install his cameras at his house, or set up a fish tank. What does any of that mean to me? Those are the people that have meant the most. Also, I want to give a huge shout out to everybody that I've had a chance to meet, you know, in real life as well. People like Brandon. Brandon, thank you so much. I got an idea for 1,000, so. Dude, whatever, you don't have, again, you're one of those people that doesn't have to do anything else around here because you're a part of the merch box program, along with, you know, people like Courtney and Elizabeth and Jeff and Pat and Mike and Lisa. Like, you guys are, and again, that's why I don't want to start doing the list because, again, Brandon, you know, I'm forgetting somebody else as well, right? Like Naomi wants me to say something about her. But really, she's more of a pain in my ass than probably just about anybody in here, as she's well aware. And continues to not take any feedback from me about chilling out or anything. And thank God the Instagram messages stopped. But still, you blow this chat up in ways that you know I don't even allow most people to do. Everybody knows not to time you out. I give you the respect of being you. But you and I have about as rocky a road in this entire chat as anybody. From our real life problems, like to, you know, me having to see you at studios last time, be like, hello, like, you know. It's, you gotta relax if you think you're making the list of why I've streamed for 1,000 days. Wasp Day was such an awesome stream. I got the wasps. Everybody thought that was gonna be. What about the day I got stung by the bee? I mean, There's been a lot of crazy things. What about the Karen at Coronado Springs? What about all the openings that we've done? Velocicoaster's opening day interviews, Tron. What about the 50th anniversary? That was a big day, even though it all sucked after that. I mean, Harmonious, so many Harmonious streams that all got blocked. Every one of them is now officially blocked. Like two, that's how I knew I had seen Harmonious a lot, because I got about 100 streams that got blocked from having Harmonious in them. So it's not like we didn't do a ton of stuff. I think the guilt for me is really kind of flooded in the past few months, where I know that things, we just really haven't been in the parks a lot. And again, thanks to everybody for helping me get here. We're going to keep pushing forward. I'm sorry I'm not always the perfect version of what you expect me to be every day. I am trying my best. A day like tomorrow, I'm going to go see Guardians, I hope. And who knows what the stream will be. It's a Saturday. It'll probably be a nothing burger. Maybe I cook something. Who knows? But Sunday, we definitely will get back out to AK to start checking out this scene this week. And Monday, Jeff's in town. We got a lot of friends in town, so we're definitely gonna. Yeah, I crashed my car on the stream too. Remember that? Got pulled over on the stream multiple times. Even during your hard times, the ice cream pizza on Tuesday, dude, I mentioned that. I said, you guys helped me get through that on Tuesdays. Those were a nightmare. How about your time you honked your horn at the car for the record-setting time? Yep, remember that? We were all honking our horns at that guy for like 40 seconds one night. That's true. I mean, this has been, like, again, fun store. A lot of just boring streams for people. Walmart, where I'm lagged out half the time. I mean, even the past few weeks, like, the terrible quality of YouTube. You know, people just, they've been cool. They've been cool. Genuinely, you guys are all cool. This group of y'all are pretty much, I know that whatever happens for the next 250 days, you guys will be there. If we can wrangle in some more people who want to follow us to the end of the adventure, I welcome you to it. If you're somebody that usually doesn't tune in every night, you know, you want to hit resubscribe, re-hit the bell, do some things to maybe help you out. Every day I'm going to be live for the next 250 days, and you could be there to celebrate 1,000 with me, whether you're there for all of them or not. I could go on. I think I've covered the bases. I think that multiple times over for everybody who's joined at certain times. Again, there's a huge thank you that needs to be given to a lot of people, some of whom I'm sure I didn't mention. And there needs to be transparency that you guys know how I feel about what I'm doing. I've always enjoyed that. I've always liked to be the most real person that you're watching in this whole community of DizTube people. I don't know what I can take for credit anymore. I know what some people got, and I know what some people don't got, and I know Pat often talks about this. He's, in a lot of ways, the most educated on it because he studied it for a very long time before he became a part of it. I can tell you that whatever everybody else is, I am the realest person with you guys by 1,000 leagues. Most people have more secret crap stuff going on behind the scenes that they would never talk to you about. They'd never talk to you about how down and out they were feeling. They would want you to think that life is all fucking rainbows and butterflies. I have always tried to keep it real with you guys because I try to keep it real in life with my friends and the people I respect. Anybody who's willing to give me their time, I feel like fronting you, giving you fake time is the most disrespectful thing possible. If you're willing to give me your time, I'm going to be as open with you as possible. There's certain things that we, the fun store, certain things where me and Jenna are innuendoing. I'm not going to bring you guys into certain aspects of my life because you don't need to be there. In the same way that I would want you to have your privacy as well. But when it comes to how I'm feeling about life, I'm always going to be real with you. When life's got me hung up, when I feel like I'm not giving you guys my all, on day 750, this is a perfect day to let you all know how much I appreciate you, to let you all know that we've got a lot of cool things coming up. Lots more of Jenna, more Mike and Lisa streams. Ari is almost full grown, so when she is, she can make it to the park. We've got Ari's first Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Hollywood Studios, Animal Kingdom days. We've got some exciting things to look forward to. We've got day 800, we've got day 900. These are big days. Don't forget, don't be sleeping on it. Day 800 is a big day. It's only 50 days away. And then after that, what's up? Now it's only 200 days. It's gonna start. I'm gonna come out of the woods before we're at 1,000 days. Before we hit that 1,000 days, I will already feel like the journey is over. Might be the last 5 of them, might be the last 10 of them, could be the last 100 of them. I don't know. But I can tell you that I will feel out of the woods at some point before the end of that. I will see the light at the tunnel so clearly that I will be ecstatic. Oh, Carl, dude, thanks again, man. That's you guys. Oh, so that came in. Wait a minute. Hold on. I gotta look at the chat. YouTube's the way it displays this stuff now is not as good. Oh yeah, I see it. Cool. Oh, it's because of that. Oh, I see why. Anyway. You want to join? Dude, hell yeah. I would love to see just about all of you once or twice before that day comes. I think in celebration of that 1,000 days, I hope that Jenna is up here at that time so that we can do something special as well. But again, the 1,000-day stream, 100%. I mean, I hope whatever it takes, I can get Pat to come out with me because, there's 75 people watching right now on day 750. That was cool. And this is again, I don't want to get worked up and start like falling apart because this has been pretty concise so far. But I get a little bit like, rah, when I love the real talk. I love sitting here for an hour just telling you guys to have 77 of us here and to have like 35 of us on Tower of Terror the other night, on Swirling Saucers, on Falcon. Do I even need to feel any of the guilt that I am feeling? Or do I need to just show up to the stream every day with something to say? Are those perhaps the days where I feel like I'm not giving enough, is where I feel like I don't have something to say? Because apparently, on days where I have something to say, people are willing to sit here and listen. So anyway. I appreciate you. That's very nice, Leslie. Came for Disney and you stayed for me. It's very kind of you. This is good to reflect. Now really enjoy the next stretch. You'll look back one day and realize you accomplished it. That's where I'm at. This channel got you through the pandemic. Even the days where you don't get to watch, you always go back and you like the stream. That means a lot. The realness, the reason you watch. I like that. I appreciate all you guys. It's been a crazy adventure. As I've said more than once, think about your life. How many things have you done for 750 days in a row? Eat, breathe, sleep. If you got a husband, you got a wife, have you seen them every single day for 750 days? Or do they have one night where they went to their parents for the weekend, or they had a business trip, or girls' week? If you have a job, there's no way that you've worked the past 750 days, because who does that? Even if you are somebody who is a small business owner and you feel like, hey, I did take a call that one day. I bet even then there was one day in the past 750 days where you would have had a day off, right? If you have a kid, there's been a night where he's gone to his grandparents, where you and hubby have gone on vacation. There have been, no matter what, if you got a dog, an animal, there's been one day in the past 750 days where you had to put that animal with your friends or the dog. Most people don't ever have something that they do for 750 days in a row. Just don't forget that. I don't. I don't forget it. Jenna, thank you for being here. You were in the list of my top tier thank yous. You can scroll back and watch it if you want. We listen because your real talk is real. Yeah, thank you. It's all just coming from the heart. I don't really... It started with a drink and a mug. I know, I met Jersey Johnny way back before I was streaming. Years before I was streaming. So forget about how long I've been streaming. There are people in this chat that I've known for way longer than that. You know, they came across me in my earliest days. The iteration of Tom Does Disney was in its first iteration. I thought I was the bee's knees. I didn't even have 1,000 subs yet. Karen says she's a ninja watcher, but same like the content, Tom, you have a great eye and a way with telling stories. Thank you. I wish I had some more stories to tell. You're a teacher and you can't imagine going 1,000 consecutive days for the kids. You'd want to blow your brains out. Dude, you don't even let illness slow you down. I have had a couple sick streams. I had a sick month and a half streaming. I'm excited for hurricane season. So much exciting, more exciting than Jim Cantoria. That's right, I'll be out there again with the Helly Hansen on, ready to go. That was the best stream we've had in the past year and a half, that day. I like how you talk to characters. Heck yeah. Thanks, Naomi. That's a nice compliment. See, stuff like that goes a long way. Yeah, that's always been one of my favorite things. Tanya has always said that to me. So that's one of the things that drew her to my channel in the first place. She was like, I like the way you talk to characters. It's hilarious. Dama, yes, you do ninja watch most of the time, but it's good to see that you are still here in the lurking in the shadows, being the ninja watcher that you are. You guys, I'm going to try to keep this in tight, this hour stream here. Really, like, what would float my boat would be to go download Jedi Fallen, whatever it's called, Jedi Survivor. That would really be what would float my boat on a night like that. Oh, come on, of course. I said there were going to be people that I forgot. You are absolutely one of them. Dawn is like... And Tanya. I didn't even say Tanya's name. What the hell? Oh, my God, the ladies. The ladies. Ladies! Yes, of course you're in there. What are you talking about? Dawn has not only helped me, but she's helped people that I've run into, because when I run into people and I give them a koozie, that's thanks to Dawn. That's not thanks to me. That's thanks to her. So, yeah, of course. Are you kidding me? All the delicious meals that you've treated me to, all the advice, talking through all your crazy stuff that you had, and me too. Okay. All right. Hey. Tanya, too. Huge shout out to Tanya. What an inspiration Tanya was to me. I can't believe and that's the thing, is if I really started going down the rabbit hole, now it's all going to start coming to me. What about Adriana? Adriana doesn't give a shout out, all the things she's done for me, all the nice things. What the hell? How about people like Sarah J that I don't really see a lot anymore, but have also always been nothing but kind? Yeah, the list is endless. I mean, I tried to cover my bases when I said the mod squad, because obviously if you've got the wrench around here, it's not because of there's anything besides the fact that you got my respect and my admiration. That's the tough thing about the list. That's why you're at the award show, you know what I mean? You know, at the award show, when you thank everybody, there's somebody who was like the executive producer that was like your best friend and you forgot to say their name. And they text you after. They're like, yeah, thanks so much for the thank you at the award show. That was real nice. Elizabeth, what's up? The longest, one of our most tenured mods of all. You just got grandson off to the prom. I love that. Dawn, are you still here? Oh my God, I hope Dawn wasn't actually upset with us. She said, bye. I hope you didn't run away. Don't worry, there's more people I've forgotten too, I'm sure. It's a list that I would actually have to write out. I'd be like, oh, you know, and trust me, that is in and of itself something to think about. The fact that how many people I've got to know from this channel. I didn't even thank people like Brian and stuff. Like always, you know, always here, always helping out. Man, who else needs a thanks? The whole mod squad, like I said, I mentioned everybody from the mod squad. Maybe not specifically by name, but everybody who's a mod needs the recognition. I mean, Blair. Oh my God. What about somebody like Blair, who always comes in with that huge PayPal every once in a while, who's a part of getting me the first gimbal, who's always been super supportive, has watched me forever. There's a lot of people. How about people like that I just like follow on Instagram and like they just like keep me inspired? People like Matt from Disney Coffee Blog, and I've had a chance to sit down and have dinner with people like him and his family. Like, I don't know, I've just had such an opportunity to really. The opportunity is tremendous, and I love meeting all you guys, hanging out and getting to know y'all and forming bonds and yeah. Thank you. That's very nice. Small World Adventures. We had a chance to meet you a couple years ago. You need more of that in life. More realness. Well, I think if people who want out of the normal grind, it's such a good time in life to be able to do that stuff, you know? Like you can like start an Etsy shop or start a small business, like selling whatever you want. Sargento, what's up, man? Mr. Consistent, as you were just claimed by in the round of thank yous. Oh my God, I think Dawn ran away. I think we made her upset. Oh, what about people like Kent too? Kent, who sent me like all these cool things over the years. How about like the peanut brittle that he makes me by hand every year? Jesus Christ. There's so many people that would be mad at me because I don't know how to mention everyone. But, yeah, Dawn's huge. I mean, I hope she's not mad. Yeah, vodka delivery. That's right. That was another cool thing. God, there's been so many cool things. Courtney, what's up? Another one of the mod squad that needs to, of course, another one of the people on the merch box list. Oh, by the way, Courtney, yeah, I had a little, I put that Mushu in your merch box. I was boxing everything up, and I realized Ari took a little bit of a nibble off of, not the thing itself, but like how those things have like a tag that comes in a little piece of like cardboard. So you're gonna chew the cardboard. So when you open it up and you're like, hey, what the hell is this? That's Ari. A little bit of Ari DNA. Oh, Elizabeth, that's a nice photo. I want to message Dawn. I hope she's not mad. I think she really dipped out. I feel bad. I tried to message Dawn. I was like, hey, come back. Hopefully she comes back. Oh, man. Well, that's why I started saying that. I was like, I don't even want to start going down the laundry list of all the mods. Because think about it, even Kent, like I said, that guy makes me peanut butter with his bare hands every year. I'm all like, oh yeah, thanks to. Oh man, I should have just gone alphabetical order. I'm telling you, I bet you that's what it's like. You go up to accept the award, you try to say thank you, and you're like, oh man. That's why people have the lists. That's why they write the whole list out there, like, thanks to this, See, I should have written out the list. That's what I get. Not writing out the list. That's what I get for not writing out. No, you don't, but Dawn does. Dawn needs to be on the list. What the hell, man? No, I feel bad. Dawn does a ton for me in my channel. Like, anytime I need help or anything, I ask her. She's always there, ready to help out. I wasn't trying to be specific. I just wasn't prepared, apparently, to make a big list of people. No, it wasn't just that. Like, I was going, I don't know. Anyway, the more I started thinking about it, it's like, I didn't even thank Tanya. Like, I think about Dawn and Tanya. I met Dawn through Tanya. I didn't even have a chance to thank. I didn't even say that. Who knows? Whatever. I didn't say thanks to everybody. I keep hearing about this. What do you keep hearing about? I want to give a huge shout out to Joseph. Joseph was very kind and sent us a nice PayPal here. Joseph, if you're in the chat, still, because this came in quite a while ago. I was on a sermon, so I was not checking my phone. Well, for day 750, that was very nice of you. You watch every day. You don't talk much in the chat. I like that. Keeping me, seeing you and Ari makes your day. Well, I can show her. I can bring her around whenever you want. Keep doing what you're doing. You're the man. That's a very nice message. Thank you, sir. Oh, yeah, there you go. See? Well, see, I don't run the mod chat anymore, so I don't feel bad about who's in it or not. No, I'm just kidding. I can add you right now. Technically, this thing, it's the off-topic mod chat. It's not technically official anymore. It's the unofficial. It's even got the branding, unofficial. Boom. We're sorry, but something went wrong. Please try again. Why? What does that mean? I can't do it. Oh, yeah. Oh, because Courtney did it. Oh, Alyssa, too. Yeah. Duh. What is it, Alyssa? It's 2-4 something? 2424? Is that your thing? Mom, right? I know you're something different on Instagram. You're going to get some dinner. Excellent. Thank you, Candace. Kent, dude, thanks, man, thanks for the peanut brittle every year. Oh, Dawn is so mad at me. What is it? 2424 like that? How come I can't find it? All right, dog. We hear you. Message me on Instagram real quick so I can find your profile, and then I'll add you to the thing. All right, I'm texting. Oh, cool. There you go. That's how it is. I got a text. I feel terrible. Terrible. You hear me? Maybe coffee. Comfortable silence. Uncomfortable. Yikes. Not good. Learned my lesson there. Learn my lesson there. No lists. Lists are muy bad. Even people I gave huge shout outs to, they weren't even in the chat. What the hell? That's what I get. That's what I get. Try to make lists. That's what I get. That's why nobody does that. That's why everybody writes it down. I'd like to accept the award on behalf of the production company. Also want to thank the Lord Jesus Christ. All praise to Him. Praise be it to Him. God damn, man. I feel bad. Did she come back yet? Oh, God. That's so bad. I would just want to see Dawn come back and tell us that it's okay. And then she's... I'm gonna put something in the mod chat, like a funny note. I heard the beeps. What's cooking? Chicken. You got some chicken cooking. Ah, the silent treatment. Uncle Tito on a mission from God. Uncle Tito is on a mission from God. Nuggets. Chicken nuggets. Jesse, what's up? Definitely had the Chick-fil-A Nugs Mac and Buffalo Ranch combo the other day. Well, in all technicality, I might have popularized it, but Courtney was the one that turned me on to that whole crazy thing. To all that crazy wackadoo stuff. But I did eat it a lot. That much I can tell you for sure. Ryan, thanks, man. Have a good night. Chick-fil-A pizza. That sounds fun. Chick-fil-A pizza. That sounds bomb, actually. I wouldn't even know where to begin. Chick-fil-A sauce would be the thing that would make it a Chick-fil-A pizza. All you need would be nuggets and you need the sauce. But how would you turn it up? What could you add? Some scallion or like... I don't know. Chick-fil-A sauce is very unique in that way. Maybe some like arugula. Something like dark and sharp. Earthy. To combat the sweetness of the Chick-fil-A. Google it. That's not gonna help. I gotta create this recipe in my head, or else it's not worth a damn. Then you can just get it anywhere. We lost the... I think sadly it looks like we have lost our friend. I'm hoping, not like that. It just means that I think Dawn was a little upset at us. Because she is not coming back to the chat by the looks of things. Yeah, that'd be good, buddy. I look forward to that. I'll be hanging out with Anthony on Monday night. Me and the Molar Anthony. Having a little talk about the fact that he's got 5,000 subscribers on YouTube. Let's just talk about something random, man. Let's talk about, like, what's the best type of pizza? Is it pepperoni, cheese? Let's have a stream called What's the Best Kind of Bagel? What's the best flavor of bagel? And then you can bring your, you know, we can bring in the chat. Yeah, no, I'm down for whatever. You can ask me. Yeah, random stuff would be better. That would be best. Super random stuff. I will do best with that. Everything bagels are just about the cream of the crop, right? For me, it's the Asiago bagel, but I know it doesn't hit everybody's fancy. Goat cheese and caramelized onions. Oh, that's a good pizza. $7.50, that's right. $7.50. 750 stupid days in a row. I'm hungry. I think I'm gonna have to make some spring rolls. Where's Jaybird? Did she leave already too? She'll be jealous. That ravioli, I love ravioli. Pretzel bagel. That sounds good too. Chocolate bagel. I guess if you did it in the right way, it wouldn't be the worst thing ever. Ha! Stop what you're doing for the spring rolls. Stop. It's spring roll time. Are you hungry too? You want some food? I'll get you something to eat too. You want that? You want a little something to drink? Pupperino. You ever done a tacho stream? You know, I have never made tachos before. I think I know where to start with those things. I got a pretty good idea on where to go with those. Look at that. Yummy peas, carrots, potato. meat. All the yummy things that a growing pupper's needs. Yes, yummy, yummy, yummy. You ready? It's coming. I gotta mix it up. Get it all gravified. Get all that kibble gravy mixed. Oh, I dropped some. There you go. There you go. You ready? Delicious. Eat up. Jumping in late. What's up, Disney Daddy-O? Congrats on 750. Thanks, man. We had a little real talk earlier. If you want to scroll back, you guys can watch it. I'm gonna get some vodka. I'm gonna get some vodka put in here. Vodka. That's a lot. But you know what? Not me. I don't care. Looks like this stormy weather is maybe gonna finally start out here. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. 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 I love ya. Tomorrow. You're only a day away. Tomorrow. Tomorrow. Jedi hood has come off. Hey, these are your first steps. I don't know, it says it belongs to a old Obi-Wan Kenobi. Have you ever heard of him? I've heard of him. Of course I've heard of him. He's me. Oh no, do you know him? No. Of course I know. He's me. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now that's a name I haven't heard in a long time. What's up there, Lindsay? Hello. Hi, everybody. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you all listening to the Real Talk tonight. The drink is mixed. The dog has her food. And I'm starting to think about what I'm going to create for my concoction tonight. I got some buffalo chicken mac and cheese in my head now ever since Doc said that. I might have to whip up some Cheetos mac and cheese, chop up those little popcorn nuggets, throw some buffalo and blue cheese in the mix and call it a night. Very tempting. Very, very tempting. I'll let you know how it turns out. Stay tuned to find out more on how it turns out. And we're gonna wrap it up. Wrapping it up. That's what we're saying. That's what we're doing. I'll see you all tomorrow for another Saturday, 751. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the likes. Got some good views on tonight's stream. Thanks again to Brandon for the Carl. Rather, sorry. Sometimes I mix up your profile pictures. Oh my God, I'm having another Dawn situation in my hands here. I'm gonna start thanking the wrong people. I don't want you guys mad at me, okay? I don't want you getting mad at. Please don't be mad at me. Thanks to Carl. Appreciate that super chat earlier. We haven't been getting a lot of super chats lately, so that worked out well. Sargento just parked. Thanks, man. Hope you had a nice night, and thanks for being you. Do it, do it. I might be doing that. We'll see. Jeff, you been here the whole time? Thanks, man. Appreciate you. At least I was giving some credit to people that were here. That's good. We don't stay mad at you for long. Well, I would deserve it if you did. Anyway. Much love, my friends. I appreciate you all. Truly. And thanks for listening to my sermon. If you want to watch it back, it was about the first 50 minutes of the stream. I'll see you tomorrow for something a lot less heady, for lack of a better word. Cheers! See you tomorrow. Night. And congrats for being here too. If you've been here for all 750 days as well, good job.